right, guys, in today's video, we are talking through the 4 things that can prevent you from getting a job offer in our typical 63 days. So for those of you who are new here, my name's Katie. I'm a coach with Career Sprout, where on average, it takes us 63 days to help somebody transition into a new job or even a new career and increase their salary by about $37,000. So about $37,000 in 63 days is our average. Now, there are 4 things that can prevent somebody from making that jump, making that transition over the course of 63 days. Some people will take longer, and it's always because of one of these 4 things or a combination of these 4. Number 1, they don't know the 5-step strategy. So I'm making this video specifically for our students right now. I'm going to share it with the public, but for those of you who are not students, if you don't know the 5-step strategy, we have a ton of videos. You can subscribe to the channel or just kind of look around here, poke around. We talk about these 5 steps all the time. So the number 1 reason why it takes people longer than 63 days is they don't know this strategy. Second reason, they don't do these 5 steps in the proper order. It's a very important part. If you skip any one of these steps, or if you do them in the wrong order, we will know, which brings me to number 3. The third reason why it may take you longer than 63 days is that if you don't do a step, if you skip a step. So you have to know it, you've got to do them in the right order, and you have to actually do them. If you skip any of them, we know. And then the 4th one here. This is a big one, and this is specifically for our students because I know you know, and I know we're holding you accountable to doing these things. So the 4th biggest reason why a job search may take more than 63 days is because of procrastination. You know what you're supposed to do, but you're just not doing it. And there was one piece of advice that changed my life. I got it years ago from one of my first mentors, and he said, Katie, a lot of people think that, money is more valuable than time, or they think time is money. And it's the biggest myth out there. And I can prove it to you really quickly. He said, if I offered to give you $100,000 today, but you had to die tomorrow, would you take it? Of course not. Most people wouldn't. And he said, that's what your brain needs to know. Your brain needs to know that those 24 hours are more valuable than $100,000. And so, or having more than those 24 hours is more valuable than having $100,000. And once you realize that and you shift your perspective, you'll realize that you waste time far more than you waste your money. Most people. So a really powerful hack to get things done. So again, this is especially for our students because you have the step-by-step, you have the templates, you have the frameworks, you have everything you need to go out there. But sometimes there's that hint of procrastination or fear, whatever the case may be. One of the best hacks I've ever come across is placing a money bet. So if you are procrastinating, most people procrastinate on part 3, that game changer, the proactive outreach. If you are procrastinating on that, what I want you to do is write a check to somebody that you do not like, whether it's a person or a charity or a company, whatever the case may be. Write a check for any amount of money that is going to seriously hurt you, seriously upset you if you lose that money, especially if you give it to somebody you don't like. Maybe $500, it may be $50,000. I don't think we have anybody that's $50,000, but you want to write that check to somebody that you do not like. If you don't use checks, fine. Have a Venmo draft, saved, however you give money to people. And if you don't hit your goals you get to specify your deadline. Let's say if you don't send, 100 connect requests or 10 connect requests each day, you've got to send 10 connect requests or 10 emails, whatever the case may be. If you don't do that at the end of each day that you don't do it, you have to send that amount of money to whoever it is you don't like. Now, a lot of people will they feel some things as soon as they hear this. That's a good thing, okay? Here's the thing, your brain thinks that wasting time is okay. Your brain does not think that wasting money is okay. And we have this false perception that we have all this time in the world. We don't. We have less time. We have no ability to get time back. We have the ability to get money back, but our brains don't process it that way. So test this hack out. Let me know how it goes. For those of you who are students, obviously send me a message after you do it. But then for those of you who are watching this who are not students yet, go learn the 5 steps. You can, I'll put a link below that summarizes them all in a free workshop. It goes over a high-level overview and more in depth. I'll put that link below. You can book a call if you need added insights on it, but go take action, especially right now, especially with the way the job market is. There is not going to be a better time for you to get started than right now. Even if you're not sure, hey, I may want to do this a year from now, 6 months from now, whatever the case may be, the people who go through our program, up until this point, we've given lifetime access, and the people who go through our program, the first time is always the longest time it takes them to get a job. We've had folks, I just talked about him, I think last week or the week before, Wesley, who it took him 25 days. He was laid off making $150,000, was laid off when, the world started going crazy a couple years ago. And it took him 25 days to more than double his salary. To find a new position, negotiate it, and accept the job offer took 25 days. That's because he had already been planting these seeds. He had already started. And a big part of that is that proactive outreach. So again, I know that's the part that everybody loves to procrastinate the most. Put your money bets on it, write a check out, or have a Venmo draft saved, however it is that is the least amount of friction for you. If you have, a husband or a wife or a really close friend that you can trust to hold on to that and hold you accountable, it's the best thing you can do. So with that, I hope you guys are having a good one. I hope this helps you speed up the job search if you are in the middle of it right now, and if you are considering a transition in the next 90 days, 6 months, year, I highly recommend checking out some of the other videos so you can start planting those seeds today. So I hope you guys have a good one. Talk to you soon.